First up, we meet Las Vegas trumpeter, composer, and conductor David Perrico. This veteran musician has played for marquee shows like Donnie and Marie, Gladys Knight, Viva Elvis by Cirque du Soleil, and countless others. Today, Perrico and his 18-piece band, Pop Evolution, are making their own headlines by putting a very cool classic twist on pop music hits.
My name is David Perrico.
How's everybody doing out there? Welcome to
Trumpet player, composer, and conductor. Some of the most memorable people that I've worked with, Barry Manilow, Natalie Cole, Chuck Mangione, Gladys Knight as well, worked with Gladys a lot, and Donnie and Marie. Life as a working musician in Vegas is quite hectic. You've got to be on no matter what. Your chops have to always be in shape. You have to be able to play lead, sight read, be able to jump into any musical situation. It could be Frankie Avalon one day, the next day it could be Prince. So you never see the music beforehand, you see it the day of the show. You rehearse a couple hours before and then showtime. What made me want to have my own band was I was really inspired by Chuck Mangione and Maynard Ferguson and Dizzy and how they had their own bands, and I thought that was just super cool.
So here's some Lady Antebellum for you.
I came up with the name Pop Evolution because I'm playing pop music of the day or a couple years past, and it's just a different spin to hear that, 14 horns assembled to playing Motley Crue. So maybe it's a different way of evolving pop music.
And I wonder if I ever crossed your mind.
There are 19 members in the band, plus me and the singer. Some of the people in the band, if not all the people in the band, basically play in major strip shows here in Las Vegas. Really super talented people. They're all artists in their own right. The gal that was singing with Pop Evolution was Savannah Smith, and she's actually the lead singer with Vegas, the show at Planet Hollywood. Our regular singer, Naomi Morrow, fantastic. She's a singer-songwriter herself. There is a long tradition of trumpet players and female singers in Vegas, like Louis Prima, Kelly Smith, Harry James, Helen Forrest. I like it. I like that play where the trumpet is a voice and the female singer is the boy. The hardest thing about putting a band together like this is the organization and then the writing. I mean, I'm writing every single part. Typical day for me, sit at the piano, I might just warm up on some jazz chords, voicings. The process I go through writing original music, usually there's just an idea that comes in your head, and I do all of my writing at the piano. The instrumentation, do I want the violin to do this? Do I want the French horn? Is this out of the range of the French horn? And sometimes, the piano for me is the therapist's couch in a way. You can work a lot of things out, and sometimes some good things come out of it. Sometimes, it's just the same old stuff. But every time, once in a while, you get lucky and a song comes out of it. So right now we're looking at A Nightingale Song, which is the original piece. What I had in mind was love the band, of course, Led Zeppelin and that vibe of Kashmir. So this was my spin on having that Kashmir kind of vibe, but with maybe something a little bit more dramatic or a melody that sticks. This is a song that features the viola, French horn, and flugelhorn, with some offset with some really rockin' Jimi Hendrix style or Jimmy Page style guitar playing. You know, composing is one aspect and arranging is one aspect, but the majority of my profession and living is trumpet. I love the trumpet. So like that note on a trumpet is a really sharp note, so I got to be careful not to give that to the trumpet sometimes, or I'll give it to the string player. And then if I'm going to play something more, if it's going to be where you can take it, like maybe what Maynard Ferguson would do, is takes things up like 2 octaves or something. Something like that. What an audience gets from a Pop Evolution show is, first of all, having a great time and seeing something that they've never seen before, they've never experienced in that size of band, and taking home, like, there's always someone who appeals to somebody in the band, whether it was the guitarist, or I like the French horn, or the viola, or what was that, a bassoon? They're seeing something different and a new twist on an old dish, maybe. What I'd like people to know about live music in Las Vegas is it's not about being glitz and glamour and famous and notoriety and red carpet and all that stuff. I think what people should know is there is still a core group of musicians and artists in town that are very dedicated to their craft, that have trillions of hours of practicing on it to maintain what they do. And when you come see something like any of the other lounge bands in town or our band, hopefully that comes across. It's not about being on a billboard. It's not about fame, famous, anything like that.
Many, many thanks to each and every one of you for coming out and supporting live music and the band.
I'm very lucky. I'm very grateful for the support in the community, the musicians that are behind me, that we're all together, the fellow musicians in town that come out and support us as we do them. There's a camaraderie. I feel extremely lucky to have this opportunity to have the band play some of my original music and, you know, develop together.
Crystal, you on Pop Evolution. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you real soon.
David Perrico and Pop Evolution are currently bringing their one-of-a-kind live sound to the Palms and other venues. To find out more about Perrico's musical evolution, visit www.davidperrico.com.